Hello, hello, and welcome back to American English Vibes, the podcast where we help English learners unlock their full potential. I'm Sophie, and I'm thrilled to be here with my fantastic co-host, Alex. How's it going, Alex?
Hey, Sophie. Hello, everyone. I'm buzzing with energy today, ready to dive into a topic that so many of our listeners have been asking about: building confidence in speaking English. I mean, who hasn't felt that moment where your brain knows the words, but your mouth just freezes?
Oh, totally. I've had students tell me, Sophie, I can read English, I can write it, but when it's time to speak, I feel like I'm standing on a stage with a spotlight and no script. So, Alex, why do you think speaking confidence is such a big hurdle for English learners?
Great question. I think it boils down to fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of being judged, or even fear of not sounding perfect. A lot of learners put so much pressure on themselves to sound like a native speaker right away. Plus, speaking is so immediate, right? Unlike writing, you can't edit your words once they're out there. It's like jumping into a pool without knowing how deep it is.
That's such a good analogy. And that fear can make you second-guess yourself, so you end up saying nothing at all. Okay, let's break this down for our listeners. What's the first step to building confidence in speaking English?
Step 1 in my book is to reframe mistakes. Mistakes are not the enemy, they're your teachers. Every time you say something wrong, you're learning what to tweak next time. I always tell learners to think of speaking as an experiment. If you stumble over a word or mix up grammar, it's just data, not failure. What do you think, Sophie? Any mindset shifts you'd add?
Oh, I love that. Mistakes as data. I'd add that you need to give yourself permission to be imperfect. You don't need to sound like a news anchor or a movie star. The goal of speaking English is to communicate, not to perform. I had a student, Carlos, who was so scared of speaking because he thought his accent was bad. But when he started focusing on getting his ideas across, not on sounding perfect, he started chatting away.
Yes, Carlos sounds like a rock star. Accents are beautiful, by the way. They're like a fingerprint of your journey. Okay, let's get practical. One tip I swear by is starting small with low pressure practice. Like, talk to yourself in English when you're alone. Describe what you're doing. Say, I'm making coffee, it smells amazing, or I'm walking to the store, it's super sunny. It builds fluency without anyone listening.
That's such a great hack. Talking to yourself feels silly at first, but it's like a safe playground for your voice. Another tip is to find a language buddy, someone you trust, like a friend or a classmate, who's also learning English. You can practice together, laugh at mix-ups, and cheer each other on. It's way less scary than speaking to a native speaker right away.
Totally agree. And if you're ready to level up, try apps like Tandem or Hello Talk, where you can do language exchanges with native speakers who are learning your language. It's a win-win. You help them, they help you, and it's super casual. Sophie, what about those moments when you're in a real conversation and you freeze?
Oh, the freeze moment. We've all been there. My go-to is to have a few survival phrases ready. Things like, "Can you say that again, please?" Or, "I'm not sure how to say this, but..." Or even, "Give me a second to think." These phrases buy you time and keep the conversation going. Practice them until they feel natural, so when your brain blanks, you've got a backup plan.
That's brilliant. It's like having a conversational safety net. Another trick is to slow down and breathe. When you're nervous, you might rush and trip over words. Take a deep breath.
What's another strategy for our listeners to feel bolder when speaking?
All right, let's talk about visualization. It sounds a bit woo-woo, but hear me out. Before a conversation, like a meeting or a chat with a native speaker, close your eyes and picture yourself speaking clearly, laughing, and connecting. Imagine the other person smiling, nodding, understanding you. Athletes do this all the time to prep for a big game, and it works for speaking too. It primes your brain to feel calm and ready.
I'm totally trying that. It's like rehearsing success in your head. Okay, let's share a real-life story to make this real. I had a student, Aisha, from Morocco, who was terrified of speaking in her English class. She'd understand everything but stay silent because she thought her classmates would laugh at her accent. Sound familiar to anyone?
Oh, I bet a lot of listeners are nodding right now. What helped Aisha break through?
We worked on a small wins plan. She started by speaking one sentence in class, like answering a simple question. Just one. And we celebrated it like she'd won an Oscar. Over time, she added more sentences, then whole conversations. By the end of the course, she was the one leading group discussions. It was all about building momentum with tiny steps.
That's so inspiring. It shows how starting small can lead to big changes. For our listeners, try this. Commit to saying one English sentence today in a real situation. Maybe order coffee, ask a question, or compliment someone. One sentence. Then tomorrow, try two. It's like leveling up in a video game. Each step makes you stronger.
Love the game analogy. Another tip is to join a conversation group, like a local language meetup or an online club on platforms like Meetup or Discord. These groups are full of learners just like you, so there's no judgment. You can practice speaking, make friends, and have fun. Alex, any favorite online communities you'd recommend?
Oh yeah, I'm a fan of the RR English Learning subreddit. It's got tons of learners sharing tips and encouraging each other. Also, check out Toastmasters clubs. Some have online meetings focused on public speaking in English. It's a safe space to practice and get feedback. Plus, you might meet people from all over the world.
That's awesome. Okay, let's talk about handling those awkward moments when you mess up in a conversation. Like, you say the wrong word and everyone looks confused. What do you do?
First, laugh it off if you can. Humor is your friend. I remember when I was learning Spanish, I accidentally said estoy embarazado instead of estoy avergonzado. Yep, I told everyone I was pregnant instead of embarrassed. The room cracked up and I just laughed with them. Then I clarified, oops, I meant embarrassed, and moved on. Owning the mistake takes the pressure off.
That's hilarious. And it shows mistakes can be bonding moments. Another trick is to paraphrase. If you can't find the right word, describe it. Like if you forget umbrella, say, the thing you hold when it rains. Native speakers do this too. It keeps the convo flowing. Practice this by playing word games like Taboo with Friends, where you describe words without saying them.
Oh, taboo is perfect for that. All right, let's give our listeners a fun challenge to wrap up. Sophie, what's the plan?
Here's your speakeasy challenge. For the next 7 days, speak English out loud for 5 minutes each day. Day 1, talk to yourself. Describe your day or your plans. Day 2, say one sentence to someone, like a cashier or a friend. Day 3, try 2 sentences. By day 7, have a short convo, even if it's just, hey, how's your day going? Record your progress in a journal or share it with us on social media using #SpeakEasyChallenge. We want to cheer you on. Bye for now, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Yes, and if you're nervous, remember Aisha's story. Small steps lead to big wins. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to start. Sophie, any final words of wisdom?
Just this. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, one word at a time. Every time you speak, you're proving to yourself you can do it. So go out there, use those survival phrases, laugh at the mix-ups, and keep talking. You've got this.
Couldn't have said it better. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If this episode lit a spark, share it with a friend who's shy about speaking English. And check out our website for bonus resources like a list of survival phrases and links to conversation groups. Until next time, keep speaking, keep shining.